okay. Let's go live. Yeah. That did. Apparently it's not that far. And I know you know, but
It's the principle. Come
Yeah,
on now.
no.
Imagine the Savannah Falcons. Not even no, it gotta be worse.
it would have to be out
The
of state.
Columbia Falcons.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't, and maybe you know more backstory, but I heard about it when it was like in theory as
Mhm.
opposed to in practice, and now that it's a reality, I really don't understand. I don't understand.
I mean, so the Bears have some of the worst ownership in the NFL. They just do. And they've had it forever. It's an old family, it's an old white family. Like most sports owners today are like billionaire mogul type people.
For sure.
People that bought a team from a family like the Bears that still holds, right? Like, these teams, like most, look, let me try that again. Basically, most sports teams are owned by billionaires that got rich somewhere else and then bought a team. The Bears are one of the few teams left that their claim to being rich is the team. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
And so that changes how you move and how you operate, and like, not to glaze billionaires too much, but if you know how to be a billionaire in this system, like through various different mechanisms, you're probably going to be better at running a sports team than if your great grandfather started the team and y'all got rich over the course of the last 75 years from the team, but you never learned how to run Walmart or fucking Home Depot, whatever it is. So it starts with them being cheap and broke and whack. That's the first part. It's the Bears ownership. Where the camera at? Cheap and broke and whack. That's where it starts. Then, because of that, they need the most from the city of Chicago and Illinois to like allow them to build a stadium and like run their team at a decent profit. Other people that are owned by super billionaires, they can play around and give the city a deal, give the whatever. They can do a whole bunch of shit. The Bears, no, they need every piece of handout they can get to make sure that they're actually going to run the team halfway decent. That's why we've been trashed for most of the last 40 years.
Yeah.
But Chicago, we have a legit socialist mayor. We were the first ones to do it. Shout out Zoran Mamdani. But Brandon Johnson did it first. And Illinois is a deep blue state. So we're not about giving tax breaks to billionaires all willy-nilly. Now, I think if you ask the average Chicago or Illinois person, they'll be like, you know what? A little bit of billionaire welfare for the Bears is all right. I guarantee you, if you ask the average Chicago person, they probably would concede a little bit of not taxing the rich.
Yeah.
If it's for the Bears, if it's for Iceman Caleb Williams. But it ain't work out like that. And so Hammond, on the other hand, in Indiana, is a red state. Don't give a fuck about their school system. Don't give a fuck about their environment. Don't give a fuck about their people. They said, we'll take the Bears. We'll give you all kinds of bullshit. The deal is crazy. The deal they're getting from Indiana to go to Hammond is crazy. It is going to be the best possible deal they can get. But it's in Hammond, Indiana, and that is trash. It's trash.
People should know, like, relative to area, Hammond, Indiana is like nowhere close to anything.
It's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. It's not like a respect to anybody that will watch or is watching that is from Hammond.
No, fuck y'all, for real. I'm gonna just keep it a buck.
All
right now.
all
I'm gonna
one
be cool
of
with
y'all.
y'all next week, but all one of y'all can eat a dick at this moment in time.
With the camera. all one of y'all that does have internet.
Right.
All one of y'all that does respectfully like not operate on dial-up. Y'all are cool people.
Yeah.
Subscribe, all that stuff like that. But at the same time, yeah, the Hammond Bears aren't.
I was cool with the Indiana Bears. The Hammond Bears.
They gotta be the Hammond Bears. It's gotta make sense. And Caleb Williams will lead the Hammond Bears to a championship.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna make sense.
Yeah. The good thing is the newest news is that this is a bluff.
it's not.
Because the issue is trying to get the state legislators and all the the government people to vote on a little bit of rich welfare, a little bit of oligarchy, so we can keep the Bears at least in the state.
I thought the news today was that it's like done.
It is done. Like they've officially voted to do it, but from what I understand, the real reason they did this now is to force the state to run a special session.
Okay.
So that they can vote, because they were about to vote. They almost were done to stay in Illinois, maybe even in Chicago. But the legislators was gonna vote on the thing, whatever the super tax, don't tax the rich thing was. They were gonna do it, and then they didn't get it done, and they were like, "We'll holler at y'all in November." And we was like, "We move to Indiana then, or you can call a special session this summer, or we move to Indiana." And so I heard that's what this really is. So there is still a chance that we don't go to Indiana. But if we do, they're down, I guess. I mean,
yeah, the Bears are down. Yeah, you're absolutely. The Bears will be down and we're not calling them the Indiana Bears because there's already an Indiana team, right? So you're just gonna have to take what you get, which is the Hammond Bears.
The Hammond Bears.
That almost sounds like a
kid's book.
toy. Yeah. Like it's
like they hang with Peppa Pig in them.
Yeah.
Like
meet the Hammond Bears, Papa Bear.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's so bad.
I think it's funny how they release news too, because they kind of they threw me off today. The Caleb Williams cover came out. Maybe it's sometime this week, maybe yesterday or the day before.
Officially.
And so the conversation was about, one, this is a hardcover. Two, the nail situation.
Oh yeah, Boosie, good old Boosie.
Yeah, and then they slip underneath that. Oh yeah, by the way, they about to move to Hammond, y'all.
Right.
Don't even worry about it.
Right, this skyline in the background. Don't even bother with that no more.
Don't worry about it.
The new skyline is factories and like dilapidated housing and Hammond and shit. Like,
do you think any players about to move to Hammond, Indiana?
They not, because I mean, like Hammond is like 15 minutes from Chicago. Like literally 15 minutes from where I grew up in Calumet City. So it's not far where they have to move. And a lot of teams like the Jets and the Giants both play in New Jersey. The Braves play in Marietta. So it's not
too much. Not too much. The Braves are in the same state. Not too much.
That's all right. That's not too much for me. Like I'm the one going through something right now.
Yeah, worry about Chicago.
Okay, well,
worry about that.
I can't worry about Chicago now because we in Hammond. It's the Hammond Bears. We got our exciting new whites. Have I talked? Oh, you did that in the draft. We don't want to rehash. Go check the last episode for the exciting whites of the Indiana Bears.
I do have something about Chicago before we get started into the main episode. Ladies and gentlemen, this is FD. For those that don't know, I think, they should know.
Yeah, we're just doing this now. We're doing this until further notice for fun and eventually money.
Yeah,
eventually money.
Hopefully
no gambling money.
Hopefully money.
But
I think we get tired of talking about the slop and serious stuff that we talk about, but then we want to talk about other slop and other serious stuff.
And that's literally what it is. Like certain slop, certain serious stuff in like a smoothie.
I'm glad you're saying this. Almost like in a bowl. Right?
Yeah.
So this is
gumbo.
I'm glad you're saying all this. I'm glad you're saying this. So, and it's only because I'm going to record a video about this. Chicago has to answer some questions. You're on social media. You're a social media guy.
Ish.
And you like to eat food.
Do.
Right? Can you explain to me the spicy bowl phenomenon?
No. What's spicy?
You don't know about spicy bowls?
No.
Is this you doing this for like internet purposes?
No, I'm serious.
Oh, you genuinely don't know? Okay,
I don't know. So I've barely been in Chicago in the last 20 years.
Yeah,
and when I was there, I was very much not outside.
But see, my thing about it is that like everything that I've seen about Chicago is that there's
the fuck is this?
No. Oh, gosh. For those that don't know, and let me change the properties.
Oh no, okay. So I don't know what this is, but I do know Chicago. We love our spicy salt.
Okay, so you're familiar with what's kind of going on.
Yeah. Hot sauce, jalapeno, shrimp, ramen noodles.
Yeah,
I've seen that before in my life.
Random foods, right? Let's go to one of these videos.
So this is looking a little AI generated.
It's
Like
not-
that gotta
this is
be
real. This is real.
Entire world, but that does not include spicy bowls.
It's my first time trying a spicy bowl, y'all. I'm scared.
So just a disclaimer, I've never had a spicy bowl before. I've been watching
all
how to
this
make
looks
the
familiar, though.
recipes
I ain't gonna front.
nonstop for the last 2 weeks online, and I think I might have it down pat. Now, I got all these ingredients that you see here on the screen from Walmart. Most of the versions that I've seen online combined
just
all
feel
of the
the high blood
juices from
pressure.
So you understand the gist of this, because every time I ask like a Chicago native, they're kind of like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
So the spicy bowl itself is new. However, all of those ingredients are things that I grew up seeing people eat. I was never a spicy. I'm a big baby when it comes to spicy anything, right? But hot peppers, random jalapenos on everything, hot sauce, just spicy stuff. Like I have cousins that like my ramen noodles was just water noodles packet, right? Some of my cousins, it was water noodles, hot sausage, jalapenos, etc. And you see they got the egg in there, like, so that's also it might be like New Orleans has what is it? Yakami?
yeah,
You ever heard of that?
I've heard
Yakami?
of it before.
So maybe it's one of them things where there's this like ex-military dudes in Korea brought some things home and there we are. But clearly we just talking about high blood pressure though.
And I also, there's a derivative of this on the sweeter side, Kool-Aid pineapples. You've never seen this either.
Never seen this one.
Never seen this either.
But that might be in my future. I ain't gonna front. Kool-Aid pineapple.
It's pretty outrageously, they take the
This is for the niggas, strictly for,
for the niggas. This is for the niggas.
Oh, look at that sugar. Oh shit.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, let me-
Oh.
So and then you have so you're not familiar with. There's more sugar coming, by the way.
Yeah, damn, why?
More sugar.
What more
coming, by
sugar
the
do you need? And they gonna dip it in the sugar? That ain't even for the niggas. That's for
You got a
the group of
death
people there. That's people that don't want to be around no more.
way. Okay, so you're telling me you've never, as a Chicagoan, you've never seen, never heard, never smelled anything like that before in your life?
So I have borne witness to many a hood spicy thing
Thank you.
in some form or fashion. That particular explicit combination is got to be a new Gen Z thing. That's got to be a evolution of hood culture that I did not partake in or notice. But again, I was not super outside. My mom kept us in the suburbs. I visited my cousins in the hundreds once every couple of months on rare occasions, and definitely not during the summer. So maybe I missed it.
I got you. Now, again, I have not told him anything that's going on here, y'all. I promise y'all this is.
You about to show
a
me a
surprise.
picture of myself with it, something like
No,
that?
no, I'm not going to show you a picture of
Oh,
yourself.
what you say to
No,
this?
no. Now, people might take a picture. Just riff for me for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Just riff for me. For
I'm
2 seconds.
afraid of
No,
what's
you're
of what's
fine.
coming back.
You're fine. You'll be
How we doing in the meantime, Chad? What is this? Are we talking about the actual show or the spicy bowl? See how you doing donuts right now is correct. The hood food paradox is the level of creativity and joy that Black people have found in what we've created for ourselves to eat is only second to the level of destruction and dysfunction that it has created in the community. And I say this as a darn near PhD having, highfalutin, smarty art Negro who still drinks Kool-Aid. Like literally has to clean. Oh no.
Now, I didn't task. I'm not gonna task you with eating.
Now I ain't gonna front. I do need to taste. Now I don't want none of that, but I do need to taste this pineapple situation. Hold up. And I was just talking about how this shit kills niggas.
So I have, and I'm doing a video on spicy bowls, pineapples, the food epidemic that's going on in the world. Here you go. This is you. That's you.
This smells amazing.
And yo, he's diving right into
You don't have to convince me, my niggas. It is what it is. I am who I am.
Guys, this is the spicy bowl too.
That one is for all you though.
Yeah, this
that one's all you.
Does this smell like? I haven't opened this.
It smells like pineapple Kool-Aid. That's like, come on.
This is the blackest thing I've ever
Come
seen in
on.
my life.
Oh my God.
What is it?
This is amazing.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yo, somebody sell these. You are going to make money. This is like a snow cone, like flavored with fruit. And it's just like, it's Kool-Aid and pineapple. Like, that's not like, please tell me, chat, anybody watching, I shouldn't have to explain to you why Kool-Aid and pineapple is low-key a really good idea for a sweet hood snack. Like, I'm sorry. This tastes like 95th and Bishop at my grandma's house. Snow cone man coming down the street.
I promise y'all, I did not think he was gonna like this.
Oh man, you was wrong. Listen, don't let the degree. That's why I wanted to be here, because niggas need to understand. This is amazing. Oh wait, it's so strong though. I need mine I need mine not as long in the refrigerator. I need mine fresh. It's just got a little kick, and I'm not used to eating things this sugary. In fact, I'm gonna take one more bite, then I'm gonna chill out. I'm on a diet.
Okay, well,
Because I definitely had some lemonade earlier.
I want you to know, and you came to eat some too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, Danielle is here. She came to partake in the.
No, I heard it was fire. And it does kind of smell good.
Thank you. This is amazing.
This is so, but she's from Indiana, so this is right up that Midwest alley
Not too
that's
much.
going on right now.
Wait, have you tried the spicy bowl?
No,
Yeah, I'm good on that one. Look at that.
Can we open it? I just want to smell
That looks like a viscera.
it. Please.
Sorry.
I want you to know this is not. Oh, did y'all hear it?
Yes.
Scary. You need a napkin and a towel?
No, we don't even have to. You could just crack it and smell it there. It smells like spice. Like, oh, put this.
Yeah.
You know, people are eating this.
I mean, so I know, like, you know, flavor is flavor.
People are eating this.
People like what they like. You know, it's just recombinations of various versions of salt and salty things.
What? Can I ask? And I'm sorry to interrupt. What all is in here?
Banana peppers, pickles, red peppers, vinegar, hot sauce, jalapenos, of course.
So nothing real.
Oh no, there's pickled. There's like pickled sausage, like the hot mamas and the big whatever.
So nothing real.
No. And you sandwich it between.
Oh, and then I'm supposed to eat it with the chip.
I'll have her. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a go.
Can you-
I mean, like, real talk, I could imagine, like marinating that with like a bag of wings and putting that on the grill, and that'd be like a really interesting like thing to do with some meat. But like eating it by itself is basically just like eating like just drinking hot sauce. You know what I'm saying? And ketchup at the same time. So yeah, but that was fire. Like that's like I am not bringing that home for my children. Is that called cunt? What is this called?
Listen,
Pineapples?
Let me also say I picked it up from a lady on Old National. So if that, do you understand where we're going? With all
Wait,
that?
can we show that?
Yeah, we can show it. I
Do y'all
picked
need
it
more
up.
water or napkins?
No. I think we're.
I don't know if the cam can see
Yeah,
it.
no, they can.
But it's
cunts.
definitely cunt pineapples.
Let me see. I might get it in focus on my yeah, cunt pineapples. You can get it in. She said, do you want it infused or not infused?
Which one is that?
This is not infused.
That's not infused?
No.
So it gets more intense? Like my nose is running.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dang.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. So let's get Let's get
Basketball.
Serious. Yeah, let's get serious into some basketball.
So we have this is a special. This is not an intervention, but so let me tell you how me and basketball broke up.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a huge basketball fan. I grew up in Chicago. I was a Michael Jordan fan, and when Michael Jordan stopped playing and the Bulls stopped being good, I kind of started just drifting away from basketball a little bit. I think NBA Live stopped being fun. And then 2K was too complicated for me at the time. And so like I just started like just distance, right? And then the Lakers played the Pistons in 2002. And shout out John Lewis and any of my fellow Midwestern Detroit fans, but that shit was whack.
Wait, John Lewis?
No, John Lewis.
I'm about to say.
John Lewis is one of the homies and he's from Detroit.
Okay.
And whenever I say this, he gets mad at me, along with whenever I talk bad about Jay-Z. But like watching Ben Wallace and Rip Hamilton and Chauncey Billups beat Shaq and Kobe was like the worst thing that has ever happened to me in my young adult life. Like that shit was awful. And it was like the games was like 79-84. Like it was just pure dirt doo-doo basketball. If you like defensive basketball, great. If you if you were a real fan, I'm sure you really loved that series and loved the artistry of like high level basketball. As a person who was not that, all I saw was the two biggest stars in the NBA get mugged for 5 games. I think it was like a 4-1.
It wasn't really like a inconvincing, or it wasn't like super decisive. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was.
I'm sorry, it was super decisive. It just wasn't like, it wasn't entertaining.
No, not at all.
It wasn't really competitive.
Nah. And so I literally never watched another basketball game again until when did the Warriors lose to the Spurs? Just now? Was that last Friday or something?
You mean the Thunder? The Spurs lost?
Yeah, the Thunder.
Thunder lost to the Spurs? Yeah, that was last Friday.
So literally that's the first. I watched the whole
serious?
second half. I literally did not watch a single game of basketball from the time Ben Wallace and them cut down the net.
That's more than 20 years ago.
It's really more than 20 years. I had kids, my nigga. I got extra degrees. I had career. And that's another thing, and you'll find out. We'll get to this with partners, but like as you get older, certain things fall off. I used to read comic books. I used to play every video game. I used to watch basketball. And those are 3 things I barely do these days as, adulting starts happening.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're in a good space because I'm not going to beat you up for the opinion, but also the nerds are playing basketball now.
Yeah.
So
we have Attack on Titan references.
We're in a good little mix. So this is, ladies and gentlemen, my attempt at teaching FD, 40-year-old man, basketball.
Reintroducing
modern
basketball
to modern basketball. All right. So got a PowerPoint presentation. Just gonna walk up through it.
Cool.
This is the NBA Finals for 2026.
Got you.
Now you're probably thinking to yourself, this looks like the '99 Finals, but this was a rematch.
Right.
With a lot of familiar names and familiar faces. We'll get into them.
That's not true at all.
Well, familiar-ish. Yeah,
so people that watch basketball.
No. I mean, we'll get to it.
I know Karl Anthony Towns because he's funny for some reason.
He's funny for like homophobic reasons.
Is it homophobic reasons? Okay, that might be it.
But I ain't gonna lie, they have totally stopped.
Really? Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. 1,000%.
And then is he actually gay? Is he the one that's actually gay?
He's with like Jordan Woods, who's like related, not related to, but like related to a Kardashian. Kardashian by proximity. No.
Got you. And then I know Wemby, aka Colossal Titan. And then little dude, he's now Levi to me, which is like
what?
Levi. So this is the best way I'm going to be able to relate to what's happening here. So Colossal Titan is the Titan that literally is low-key based off not Wemby, probably like Dikembe Mutombo. If you just Google Colossal Titan real quick and look at his dimensions. It's in there. Okay, cool. Well, you know what? Let me stop talking. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So
I know these two.
This throwback, like I said, it looks a little familiar, a little similar. 99 Finals was Spurs versus Knicks. First time Knicks have been back since. Spurs have been back greatly. And I don't know if you've seen any of the videos. The Knicks in the finals, never knew I needed it. They are actually going crazy in New York City.
Yeah. It's fun to see. I know the Knicks have been bad for like pretty much bad since
pretty much.
I stopped watching basketball, right?
Yeah,
I think Amari Stoudemire had a moment there.
Oh yeah, they've been bad for a long time.
Due to war. It's interesting looking at them because, like, I don't know, like people say '90s fine, right? And like I never thought that was a real thing, but like as I'm looking at these brothers, niggas don't look like this no more. Am I tripping?
I think it's because we're eating spicy bowls,
Spicy bowls.
spicy bowls, and sugar coated.
Yeah, and you know, and Dr. Umar, not Dr. Umar. Well, I'm referring to the fact that like everybody light skinned. There ain't no just pure.
Oh, we'll get into that too.
Ain't no pure eugenics happening no
it's
more
in
in
the
the league.
slides.
It's in the
Trust
slides.
me.
Okay, too many Jalen's in the league. I heard.
So we'll go to the first one. We know Victor Wembanyama,
Right.
7 foot like 4 Frenchman, crazy hands, just unreal. The comp that he's been getting, not to another player,
Yeah, there's no comp.
but to Attack on Titans characters.
Right.
Right. I think that is the
This is Aaron Yeager,
Aaron Yeager,
which
correct?
is not a good comp for him.
Well, that's what they're saying.
I get it, but no, Aaron Yeager. So people, these niggas be fake nerds.
They fake nerds.
Niggas be fake nerds. That don't even make sense.
I think it's because of the hand gesture. Where's this hand?
Well,
gesture?
he does the. Yes,
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And that was kind of dope. It's kind of dope. Now I do hate Aaron Yeager, so I can't really give it
Let me
too much
go.
love.
Where is the? This is Twitter, so something crazy might pop up. Let me see.
Right. You just put a hand gesture.
Yeah, Wemby bite.
I got it on my page actually. There you go, right there.
Yeah, so this is his like favorite thing to do now. This is his celebration. The nerds are in basketball.
Yeah.
The nerds are in basketball.
If you're fair, the nerds have always been there. It's just that now being nerdy is also cool.
Yeah, okay.
Like
that's
before,
fair.
being a jock was the only thing that was cool, and you hid being a nerd. I say this from experience, but now being a nerd is also cool.
You know what's crazy? That's always been like a conversational piece. So you think at one point in time it was really, really like lame to be a nerd?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, don't make me start saying old people shit. Don't make me unk out on you right now, because y'all young niggas have no clue what it was like to be a nerd in the 90s. Like, no clue what it was like to be a black nerd before the internet. My nigga, that shit was like a new civil rights movement that brought us to this point right now. We got our own Fred Hampton. His name is Steve Urkel.
I just like the like I'm again, we have an age difference. It's not crazy. It is crazy enough, I guess, to where
There's a big trans because are you 30 yet? No.
in August I'll be 30.
In August. So yeah.
Ish.
So no, that decade, which is the transition between the late 90s to the late 2000s, is a huge jump in nerd culture across the board, but especially for black people. Like, I used to have to, to get anime in the 90s and early 2000s, you could rent whatever you could find from a video store, right? And so we're talking, and I'm not talking Blockbuster, because Blockbusters had 4 animes. Yeah. But if you can find the mom and I'm just being real, if you can find the mom and pop video store, they might have 10. And then if you was really in the game, you went to like the swap meet or the convention, and they might have 30, right? If you wanted to watch anime on TV, it was before school. They would have like Dragon Ball, maybe Sailor Moon, and then late at night, you had Ronin Warriors, maybe Lupin the Third, like a bunch of other random stuff, and you would just have to catch it when you could. There was no streaming. So like that was what like so much of nerd culture was. And then when the internet happened, everybody got to start communicating directly with their people, and black nerds started to develop their own like cultural dynamics. And then at the same time, like the Avengers becomes the most popular thing in the world. So the whole framework of what being a nerd meant shifted, so that like people would make fun of kids. What is it? Because I didn't watch this. The Run. Naruto Running, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cringe. I saw that as a teacher, right? But do you know how I would never have even thought to do some shit like that when I was in high school?
That's my thing. There's limits. right? No. Respectfully speaking, like there's limits. So like, you know, I watched Dragon Ball Z growing up, and that's what everybody I thought was cool and everything like that. At a certain point, you do need to go to bed because the later animes were a little crazier.
Yeah.
And even today, like, okay, these panels, there's this little subtle throw to Star Wars. I think that's fine. When you're sleeping in a full-on, set 2-piece headset, that's where I'm like,
So sleeping in it is a little weird, but you know, like I do cosplay. Have you not seen my Cyclops cosplay?
I also cosplay in context is fine. Have you ever been to a Kroger
And
on a
just
Wednesday and somebody's just? Have you ever seen Beast?
I have not seen
in Kroger.
I have not seen cosplay just in Kroger getting their groceries. That is true, but I don't think that's happening. So like, is there maybe an overindulgence? Of course, but that's also, I think, people wanting to create a separation via dedication, because when literally the biggest star in the NBA is referencing a mediocre, not as popular today anime, then I gotta show niggas, no, listen, it's real over here. So
FD
let me
said
wear my
mediocre,
cosplay.
y'all. FD
Oh well,
said-
because
FD said mediocre.
me and the Attack on Titan fans, we already know.
I just want people to know it's
So
not me.
so go Google Colossal Titan real quick. So if y'all was really about this nerd life, y'all would not be calling this man Aaron Yeager, because he don't look nothing like Aaron Yeager. His story don't match. But the Colossal Titan is literally built like this nigga.
Oh wow.
That's one in the middle, probably to the right. They show his whole body.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Like you can see how literally the Colossal Titan is built like, look at his arms. His arms are off the screen.
That's more accurate.
Yeah, the Colossal Titan is built like Wemby. He's just wider for some reason, at least in the thing. But that makes more sense. You know.
Well, I have this. Let's take a look at this video for 2 seconds. They made a whole anime.
Is this all made with AI?
I think somebody claims that they drew this. Let me say that.
I've seen this, but it is better than I've seen AI look though.
And that's why I'm saying I think that somebody claims that they drew this. Now I can even see where it says Spurs right there, or it's supposed to.
Frost.
Yeah, I think
Alright, so-
that's definitely some AI stuff. But
They got OKC.
Yes, they got what is it, GPT 4050 60?
I mean, at a certain point, it's not that I'm not going to stop caring overall, but like I'm not about to, the battle against AI to a certain extent is over. So this dude right here, why he punk him so bad in that game?
They have beef from when they were 17 years old.
Really?
Yes.
Because when I saw, as people showed the clip, like I'm not gonna do old school basketball meme like defense and Charles Oakley stuff to y'all. However, watching dude get the ball, stare down Wemby, and then pass it,
And be like, oh no.
was like, wait, that's not a good look for whoever dude is.
That's what they're.
Oh, is that what this
that's
is?
That's what they're referencing. Is
Got
that like
you.
he got MVP when they were like 17 in a world tournament or whatever, and he's like, nah, that was kind of.
I got to get.
I got to get my get back. I got to get my get back.
Interesting.
So this is the Wemby thing. So we know about Wemby. Wemby is like
Wemby is a creative player. Like literally, you would make him in the game, but he's in real life. Because watching him play is weird. Because like I've never seen a big man move the way he moves. Like not that big. You had like KG, but KG was what 6'10".
Yeah,
6'11",
6'11" maybe.
He wasn't that quick and smooth. He was still very much a power player. Nowitzki, Alonzo Mourning, these were like more nimble big men. But like watching Wemby cross people don't make no sense to me. It's weird seeing that happen in real life. Watching him pull up threes.
I definitely agree.
It's just so. I hope he, like I really like that he exists for the culture right now for people in basketball. Not for real, because like having LeBron is fading,
Yeah.
right, and so like it's good. Like I remember that like short period of Grant Hill. That's another reason why I probably was like ready to leave caring about basketball.
Because Grant Hill didn't connect.
Yeah, because like it was before Jordan, you had Magic and Larry and all of them. Then you had an era of Jordan. And then it was like a 4-year gap before Kobe became a thing, where you had like Tracy McGrady, Grant Hill, a bunch of people that were supposed to be the next Jordan, and it was just not.
And it never happened.
Never happened. So having the transitional figure in the middle of the moment, good shit. Who the rest of these niggas though?
Okay. So now we're on to Dylan Harper.
Oh, is that Ron Harper's son?
This is Ron Harper's son.
Wow.
This is Ron
I
Harper's
see
son.
it. I did not know that.
Now, you're probably asking yourself, what is this flag behind them?
I am asking that now.
Yeah.
Is
Now,
that France?
You remember you said that the 90s fine thing, and it's because there's a lot of, mixing going on.
Yeah, a lot of anti-Umar activity.
A lot of anti-Umar activity. Dylan Harper is Filipino.
Oh,
He's putting on for the Filipino community.
I see
So, that's the big storyline here.
And this was the era of like it's funny, we talk about 90s fine, right? But these niggas didn't fuck with no black women. Like this era of the NBA was the era of no black women in the equation.
I'm trying to
like
think.
at all. You can't think of none.
Well,
Jordan was the only one, ironically. That's it.
Yeah, I can't cape for
There's
those
more
brothers.
black women in the game now, or like with players now than it
than there
was
were
back then.
Yeah, I can't really cape for the brothers on this one. Because they definitely said no. I want to find something different. But that's where the Philippines is a big basketball community.
I didn't know that. I know they
Huge.
do boxing.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, super duper huge. Next on this list, this is Stephon Castle.
Okay.
Right. The importance of Stephon Castle
From
is
here.
from Covington, Georgia. Right.
That's where is that? That's Gwinnett.
Southeaster. It's like going towards like Lithonia.
Yeah, it's like
Conyers.
way out.
Way out there. Way out there.
Great school district.
So
Predominantly white.
The thing about him is, when you're from Covington, Georgia, you claim Atlanta,
Right.
right? So at the podium, he was asked, "Who are your favorite Atlanta rappers?" I want to see if you know any of these names,
Oh, probably not.
and let's see if we can hear.
Caleb from Atlanta.
I know you is, bro.
I just wanted to ask, I know you like Non-Vicious. I know you're all with that music. Give me your top 3 from Atlanta.
Top 3 from Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'll put Baby in there just out of respect.
Lil Baby.
For sure.
Okay.
I'll put Prada in there because that's my man's.
Probably that
And
one, for sure.
I'll put Glock in there. I listen to Glock before games, so. Yeah.
Key Glock.
No. Glock is from Memphis. This Prada bag shawty.
That sound made up.
Prada bag shawty and Glock 40 spaz.
Oh man, that is. You know what? They sound like. Is it gangster rap? I'll go with that.
It's
Is
not
it,
gangster
is
rap.
Is it Little Voice? Are they Little Voice guys?
Yeah.
Because I found. Hold up. Shout out to Infamous. I believe is this dude's name. Who I found a couple of weeks ago.
Be on the belt line. That's how you found this person.
Man, but it goes so hard because I'm like they don't make it like this no more. It's like
Yeah.
they don't make it in that. This was my era of Atlanta rap, and I'm thinking, oh, he about to start singing song and he about to. No, he come on, hold up. So when I heard this, I was like, "Oh, the streets ain't forgot that era." I'm happy for it. These other dudes, like, how you gonna call yourself 40 Glock spaz? Well, never mind. It is what it is.
Yeah, maybe
It is what it is.
I'm about to say, you say that, and he might run
I've
across
seen
him.
him. I taught him. It is what it is.
Okay, so while we're here though, I need you to name your top three Atlanta rappers.
Right now,
I'll let you go all time.
all time, Andre 3000, easy.
Okay.
Ironically, Killer Mike. T.I.
T.I.
In that order.
Oh wow. Okay.
Nah, you know what? My favorites, it actually would be Ludacris over T.I. I know that sounds crazy, but like Ludacris is so underrated.
No, let me say this. I don't think Ludacris is crazy. I'm actually surprised, not because of like political stuff. I'm surprised you got Killer Mike in your list.
Well, because Killer Mike is still one of my favorite rappers of all time for all the reasons that make me despise him as like a public figure now. You know, because the public persona don't match the music that low key helped radicalize me. But you know, we'll save that for another time. I don't listen. He left me alone. I'm gonna leave him alone. It is what it is. Shout out his rent to own program he just opened up. Maybe.
Let me go. Mine are definitely gonna be a little bit more new age. I would go Future. I would go 2 Chainz. Most people aren't having these real conversations about 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz is underrated.
And then I feel like I should put Gunna in there, but T.I., I don't think people remember. T.I. is a really good rapper.
T.I.'s a really good rapper. A lot of
too,
classics. How would you put Gunna over? Well, you know what? Explain to me why Gunna over Thug. Because in my head, it's like Future, Thug, Gunna in that order in terms of like origin point. Thug, I guess I may have been hearing Gunna a whole lot and thought it was Young Thug. And not on the difference.
I have to remind people like I remember when Future came out. I remember when 2 Chainz came out. 2 Chainz, not Titty Boy, came out.
Right.
I also remember when Young Thug came out. Young Thug was not a good rapper. It did not sound
never
good.
A good rapper.
It was
but like catchy.
But it wasn't really catchy.
No,
I remember, I'm telling you this right now. I remember because my cousins stay in like Decatur and in that area.
So you may have heard the origins.
And so I remember going to buy the CD from the gas station with Future and the guy like throwing in the Young Thug CD. I'm not even trying to be funny. And putting it in the car
to get rid of these.
And hearing like, yeah. And it was like, I'm not that woke. All right, when it comes to rap.
You haven't gotten. So it's funny. There is like the horseshoe theory is real with hip hop, where the more woke you get, you turn around and be like, you know what? I do like Sexy Red.
No, and you know what's crazy? It might have. I might do like Sexy Red, but Young Thug is. I skipped that part.
Young Thug got some jams.
I'm not saying he don't got no jams,
but not compared to Gunna.
No, Gunna.
I don't know. Other than that, "Fuck You Mean" song, I literally could not. And I had to. Somebody had to tell me that was Gunna. Because that was just Little Voice rapper number 6 to me the whole time until somebody said, no, that's Gunna. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
One day we should talk about Young Thug. He's an emotional guy, though. I actually do like him for that. All right, let's continue down the path.
All right.
Going on to the Knicks. Great thing about the Knicks, they have the power of friendship on their side.
Beautiful.
The Villanova boys. Now, there is a white boy.
They all went to Villanova?
They all went to Villanova at the same time.
Oh, wow.
And they won a championship at Villanova at the same time.
Oh, wow.
So power of friendship.
Villanova won a championship?
Yeah, this was a minute ago. Now these guys.
They've been in the league for a second.
They've been in the league for a second. So that was the whole big play when they first joined. Is like, hey, we're gonna take pay cuts. I want to play with my friends. And people didn't think it would work, but here we are today in the finals. Yeah. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, you know, I watched at least some of the promos and stuff. I have yet to see this white boy.
Yeah, didn't even know he was in the team.
They had to snake one of their friends to get there.
Damn, he didn't make it.
He did not make it.
Hey, Cheddar Bob.
They definitely had to snake him. And I always tell people this with 4-man friend groups. You don't need 4.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't need
true.
4.
Once you get past 3, you're already.
It's like 3 Musketeers, a trio. People don't even know what 4 is. Yeah. So they snaked him. They sent him away for Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh.
So that's where, and we'll get to him in 2 seconds.
And what's number 11 name?
This is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson, who's the star of the team.
We'll get to here next.
Don't like his hair. Don't like his hair. Hate it even more here. And I say this as a dude with a fucked up hairline, right? Like there's just certain things, like you've never seen me do this. Right? I'm not doing the Namek. And my man is doing the Namek. And it's just like, it bothers me that he's walking around like this.
He has less hair than you, so
then grow that shit back, my guy, like, or shave it. Because the thing is, so maybe part of it is like, that looks a little thinning. And I don't have that problem, knock on wood.
Yeah, it's on the, somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I'll say this, people with like some sort of twist, lock, variation, they get the ability to hang on much longer.
They do.
Others.
But I think the move is to go take it back.
Go backwards?
That's what I do.
The Stevie.
I take it back or I do it to the side. Because like I think as a person with a big ass forehead and a fucked up hairline, I think me personally, I think nothing makes that look worse than to try to put a little bit of hair in front of it. So that it's like we're somehow hiding all of this carapace with the hair. It's just
Jalen Brunson, that is FD. You can come and sit down on the chair.
Dang, so he's a normal sized dude. How tall is he?
I mean, normal size is relative.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming, or is this another basketball player he's standing next to?
And that's what we're about to get into. So we saw nepotism on one side.
Right.
This is also nepotism working. This is Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson's dad, who was featured in the 99 finals. Rick Brunson played on the Knicks.
There's so much lore here.
Yeah, he played on the Knicks in the 99 finals when they lost to the Spurs. Foreshadowing? Maybe, hopefully not.
We'll see.
Yeah, this is his dad.
Oh, wow.
So that's the cool thing.
So that's weird. How many kids of players are in the NBA now? I feel like
that's the thing now.
That's the thing now? How is that? That's interesting because that doesn't happen in other sports. Like in football, you have a couple of like Marvin Harrison Jr., probably some other ones I can't think of right now. I'm sure there's a couple, but they're usually not like stars. Even Marvin Harrison Jr. is looking like a little bit like a bust. Not yet, but I'm just saying it's a little close. And I just can't think of the Mannings, right? Like that's unique. But like that's not happening in football. I'm assuming I don't watch baseball, but I'm assuming it's not. But like you're telling me like a lot of the league are the children of players. That
a decent amount. Ron Harper himself has 2. He might even have 3 sons in the league.
Yeah, and then you got LaMelo Ball and them.
Even though their dad wasn't in the league, but still technically a basketball family. Giannis has like 2 brothers in the league, so he like what happens is, and this is where this gets interesting. So like, for what it's worth, Rick Brunson trained Jalen Brunson, has still close ties with the organization, but he didn't have like a job. But when Jalen Brunson became this star player for the Knicks and all this other stuff,
suddenly he was a member of.
Hey y'all, y'all need to get my dad in this organization, and it kind of falls in
reverse
line.
Nepotism.
Yeah, reverse nepotism, reverse. So,
I mean, if he about to win the championship, like, so I'm against nepotism in general, but if he's literally the best person doing the thing.
So you have no problem with Bronny James and LeBron?
No, well, so not as much as most niggas do.
Okay.
Like it's to me, Bronny is a C-tier player in the league without his father. But if I'm LeBron James and I can throw an alley-oop to my son in the playoffs, like fuck y'all. I'm sorry, fuck y'all sensibilities. I threw an alley-oop to my sperm in the NBA playoffs. You think you gonna make me feel bad about that? When I saw that, I was like, this nigga's the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, gotta be. I ain't gonna lie. People really gloss over that, and they're probably trying to make their own son's little baby basketball work right now. Yeah, catch up. Like literally, when I saw that, and that made me say, maybe I will watch some basketball before the playoffs are over. So it's working. You know what I mean? But that is I mean, basketball there's some of the most unique athletes in the world. Like no other sport. Like, there was that fight, it was like a year ago where it's like NFL players like, y'all, we could be ballers, y'all. Yeah.
And like NBA players were like, nah, let's be real. Like niggas will be dudes will be B-tier college basketball players and then NFL Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like let me just go get a jersey.
Right.
Let me Tony Gonzalez.
Right, Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates. Those are 2 Hall of Famers. And all tight ends, I guess.
Yeah, Jimmy Graham.
Yeah. Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward was the Heisman Trophy winner and went on to be a journeyman in the NBA. For those, I guess that's a deep lore cut. Charlie Ward played for the Florida State Seminoles in 95, 96. And he was a basketball player and a football player. As the Seminoles quarterback, he was the Heisman Trophy winner. And if he didn't lead them to a championship, it was close. Mm-hmm. 4 went football because he was a quarterback that was too short. And this is back then where they didn't realize maybe if you let a nigga run a little bit, you could have, Russell Wilson, Caleb Williams, etc. But they didn't let that happen. So he went to the league, was a point guard for the Knicks. He might have played in that 99.
I think he did. I want to say he did, or at least those late series and stuff. It's all connected. I'm telling you, it's all connected.
You know,
Last thing we have on this is
Carl Anthony Towns.
Bodega Cat. Okay.
Bodega Cat.
They're calling him Bodega Cat now. Carl Anthony Towns, for what it's worth, one of the laughing stocks of the league. Not necessarily because he was a bad player, but because of, as the community calls it, the zesty antics on and off the court.
I do remember him. I don't remember what it was, but there was like a whole lot of zesty memes about
A
him.
lot of zesty memes. And then when he did come to the Knicks, because they snaked the white boy,
Right.
sent him over there.
Where'd he come from?
Minnesota. Sent him over here to the Knicks. Now, Cat is from New Jersey. And one of the things that you probably saw was the voice changing thing. So when he came to the Knicks, all of a sudden, now he has this New
Now
York
he's Idris
accent. Yeah. And he's repping the Dominican pride. Because he's also Dominican. So he went with the yo son, yo B, but also Poppy.
Boricua.
Yeah, type.
Ain't no Dominicans that tall. Come on now, bro.
Now, I will say, again, all is forgiven because he is showing his ass in this finals.
Clearly.
And then really the whole playoffs, like, the Knicks they've
They've won. It was somebody said I thought it was like 7 straight or like
they've only lost 2 games in the playoffs to the Hawks.
that's crazy.
They've only lost 2
The
games.
Hawks?
Yeah, for whatever reason. But then they beat the Hawks, like the last 2 games. I went to one of them. They beat the Hawks by like 50 points. Not combined in the last 2 games.
In one
Probably
day.
like each game.
Damn.
They beat them by 50. They swept the next round, They have not lost since
Right.
the loss to the Hawks in the first round. So they're doing phenomenal.
What? So as I watched the game, and it might be because my basketball understanding is low, but I thought to myself, they don't look like they're doing like on defense. It's like nobody on the Spurs could get out the perimeter. Like the second half of the game, the Spurs refused to get in the hole. Like the whole, and it's like you got the colossal Titan, tell him to put his hand up here and then dunk. But like that didn't happen. And then they were running like white boy plays, like people moving around and suddenly it's an easy layup over and over and over again.
So that's the power of friendship.
I mean, maybe.
I'll say this: that's the intriguing thing about Wemby, and not to like go crazy deep, but you're 7'4". You would think that Wemby would be averaging like Wilt stats.
Yeah.
But he's 7'4". He does want to play on the perimeter, and then also he has some guards that are like, "Nah, I'm pretty good too." And you're thinking to yourself, "Yeah, you can be good. Throw the ball to the 7'4".
Let him do this.
Let him just do this. But I mean, that's the problem with being as freakishly tall as he is. He can get bodied. His center of gravity
It's
is
just so
yeah, it's just so wonky.
Gotcha.
Cat is. I mean, this is not like this is a picture.
But Cat is a big dude.
Cat is a big dude.
He's
Yeah,
not a small guy.
Cat is not a small guy. But then even like the 6'8" forwards that they have on their team are kind of
Solid
they
dude.
got some solid stuff on them. And again, Wemby's center of gravity is crazy.
He's not a small dude. Like he doesn't look like he's little. But when I think about big men of my era, you just showed that picture of Patrick Ewing and Dennis
David Robinson.
Oh
yeah, no. Oh no.
And those are like super brolic,
Yeah.
final boss looking niggas.
They could. I mean, back then, I guess you could. Literally, they could either do weightlifting competitions or play whatever sport. Because in football, it was the same way too. Like, so yeah, he's just really different. But I'm not saying I have a real prediction. I do think the Knicks are gonna win, but Wemby will eventually figure out how to be this.
How to be a in the post player.
Yeah, in this post, established like, hey, y'all, I am 7 feet. It's not really gonna take a lot. We'll figure things.
He's
out.
also 22. Like just naturally, your
Yeah.
body like solidifies going into 30, into late 20s. Like you look at young LeBron and LeBron now has been that LeBron for about basically like 15 years now. Like it takes a second for that grown man strength to kind of fully develop. So we'll see. It's interesting. Yeah, I heard the Spurs are really young.
Oh, well, technically speaking, apparently the Knicks roster is younger, but it's by like a small amount. But yes, they're all like Dylan Harper is a rookie. Stephon Castle, everybody is pretty much like 4 years into the league at max.
Dang.
Yeah, they just happen to be really, really good. But the power of friendship stuff, if you get some friends.
That's dope. It's a beautiful thing. 'Cause it's good that I'm rooting for the Knicks then.
We do have a super chat here, and I
got?
promise you,
They're mad at me about something?
No. They just have a question that says from Wings of Freedom. Shouts out to you for $5. Hey FD, Do you still have any beef with ABBA from ABBA and Preach?
Oh Lord.
What are your thoughts on the
That's a good transition.
on the woman who's been making allegations against ABBA recently?
Are we done with basketball?
We can be done with basketball because actually that is a great transition.
That's a great
to
transition into
the main topic.
the main topic, which is choosing good partners, and really what makes a man more capable.
Wait. I'm not gonna let you skate though. Just answer the
Oh,
first
we're gonna
question.
ask the question. We're gonna ask the question. We're gonna get to it. But like, because this is what I'm bringing it back to. I'm thinking to myself, it's not just choosing good partners, right? It's also like what puts you in a frame of mind as a man to choose partners with a sense of wisdom as opposed to what some of these other niggas do. Because so I don't have any special beef with ABBA. Outside, he did that whack shit with Destiny, and then Destiny showed who he was. And after that, I think I sent ABBA an email, maybe like a little while after that Destiny Sex Pest shit popped off, and was like, "Look, I'm willing to squash beef and talk if you are." Because although like I find ABBA's politics to be far from mine, I don't require political alignment. If I do genuinely think that ABBA thinks that they're doing good things for people and men in general. I think that's like negotiable. I think maybe sometimes that happens. But in general, I think they think that, so I'm willing to engage, right?
I think that's why they changed their content a little bit too.
They have. It used to be way more reactionary. Or is it more reaction? I stopped watching. I never really watched, but I stopped paying attention.
For me, it's less about things that'll get them in a political rabbit hole, whether it be like true politics being like who we're voting for, or let me go ahead and say some like
inflammatory stuff
about gender roles and all this other stuff like that. And it's changed. It's definitely more we're streaming, we're throwing up these surface level reactions,
right?
More so than. Because I remember they used to...
It was mad inflammatory, mad reactionary.
They used to
which is what I called them out for way back when, which is what, caused problems. But the reality is, what I called out is, to me, indicative of how you end up in a situation like he was. Now, I didn't pay a ton of attention, but what it sounds like was he was with a girl that was a nice amount younger than him, if not mistaken. So there's already a power imbalance, which is probably like mistake number one is don't go chasing like all this red pill, get them while they're young shit. No, actually don't do that. Find someone that is your equal in many ways as possible. So there's a power imbalance. And then, you should, in my opinion, you should try to find partners on your way up to the place you want to be in life. Okay. Does that sound right?
That sounds right.
Because like I could not imagine having become FD Signifier as a single man. That would horrify me. Because one, this already does a lot to distort the world and distort you in the eyes of the world. And so like, it bothers me to meet people that I don't know in the streets, like, oh, FD Signified, da 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 da. So I couldn't imagine attaching that to also like I might want to fuck.
What's crazy? But you know what's crazy? Okay, so I actually I have this conversation quite often. If you were single right now, how do you think you would go about approaching? And you're trying to find like a real relationship, not.
I would try to find someone that didn't know who I was, as much as I possibly could, which is not that hard.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm fake famous. Like I get recognized regularly, but there's still plenty of people that don't know who I am.
Only reason why I say that is because I'm assuming you would also find somebody who aligns with your political beliefs very closely. And once you get that close, I mean, no shade to the age, but I guess once you get to a certain age, you're not finding too many people who just consume a bunch of YouTube.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it.
Yeah.
But I would think that
if I was younger, it'd probably be hard.
Yeah. Like the guys off the Jam podcast, I think that they would have a hard time finding partners if they were trying to go for the whole like, oh, I'm not trying to find somebody who knows that I'm famous.
Yeah.
No. Y'all are probably trying to find some people who align with you politically, and
it's hard not.
Y'all are like the image of youthful black progressive. Yeah. So they're gonna know who you are. I just figure it would be challenging.
I mean, it probably would. That's why I thank God I don't have to do that. And so, like,
Hey, brother, say that again.
so
Air horn.
Going back to ABBA, and I'm gonna be as gracious as I can because I don't have any real ill will towards them in the moment. But like, I think if I understand the story with the girl, kind of on again, off again, messy relationship to begin with, then she gets pregnant.
Remember, I think this is also important. He does not believe that he can get somebody pregnant.
He doesn't believe. I didn't know that.
Based off of, and again, my channel is caught up on that story, the Akash story, and the Key and Peele story. So we're good.
I will do. I should have did the research going in. I didn't know it was gonna get to ABBA.
So he said that you know, he had some appointments and had like a low sperm count. So I don't want to say like it was just going to be a super hard possibility for that.
So he wasn't even thinking. He thought he was shooting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, that shouldn't change your relationship dynamic, but that does change. Okay, if a pregnancy happens, did he confirm? I can't remember. I probably should know this. I've had to help birth 2 children. But can you confirm before the child is born that you're the father?
Yeah,
there's like ways
so.
to do it. Yeah, did he do that?
I don't remember that being a part of the story.
Okay,
because it wasn't even
it wasn't even a question.
We didn't even get that far, and it seemed like that wasn't even a question. It was just, oh man, I'm happy to have this baby, and then that's where they get into the back and forths about are we having it, or are we not?
Right?
Are we going to confirm this?
So there was a lot of back and forth. Are we having it or not? He wanted it.
Yeah.
She didn't, but then she did, but then she didn't, but then she did, and after she did that a couple of times, he cut her off, and then she ended up having an abortion, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And the internet drug him kind of for resigning himself to being a deadbeat before the situation was resolved.
Now again,
is that accurate?
This is pretty accurate. I think a lot of people jumped out of the window on this, but when I see these situations, and this is where like it all like links back to the main topic, I think to myself, man, you just chose a little wiser.
And this is funny. This is what the red pill says to women all the time. Choose better. Choose better partners, et cetera, et cetera. It's ironic for ABBA in particular being, I call them red pill adjacent. You know what I'm saying? Diet red pill is, I think, a phrase I literally describe.
Red pill.
Seasoned like paprika. Because paprika is peppers, but they just grind it up and you sprinkle it on. So yeah, that's just, but he also, if I'm not mistaken, came out of the pickup artist world? I'm almost positive he was a pickup artist.
I thought it was dance, but yeah, okay. I can see it.
If this is chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm almost positive he was a pickup artist. He was part of that community. And so like you can't not start seeing women in a weird way if you're legitimately a pickup artist. Like that does not lend itself to judging a woman's character and like her what she could bring to a relationship and a partnership. If you're like, let me run through these plays. Like, if you're running a pick and roll, cover 2 on women before you date, though, I don't think you're going to develop the skill to say, this seems like a really solid partner to bring into my life. And then you add the age gap stuff. It's just, yeah. But I guess, on the flip side, if we want to give some grace, gotta find a good hand gest for this. To the red pill stuff was Akash, because wasn't that the opposite of the conversation? Akash and his wife,
yeah.
And they didn't divorce, but he left the podcast.
He leaves the podcast, and let me say before we go into Akash, I want people to at least understand my sentiment. I don't like when people are like so surprised, or at least how they portray themselves on platforms. I'm so surprised that my partner would do this, or I didn't think that this person would do that in the third. A lot of stuff happens behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. If my partner did an action, I would not be very surprised. Now, I may play surprised on camera,
right?
But I would not be very surprised. So the whole Akash thing, he leaves. The latest thing is he leaves the pod for
to be a comedian.
His comedy career. I wanna focus 100% on my comedy career and the Flagrant Pod, which I'm known from. At this point,
which is a comedy podcast,
is holding me back.
That's crazy that was his excuse, because that's an awful excuse.
One of the worst excuses.
Because like there's nothing comedian wants more right now in America than a successful podcast. Except maybe, like it used to be a sitcom. Like it used to be a comedian. This is what you want. Back in my day, I almost bump my chest when I say that. Back in my day, a comedian wanted two things in this order. They wanted an HBO special, and then they wanted a sitcom in that order. And now it's a comedian wants a podcast and then maybe a Netflix special, right? Or better yet, a Netflix special, then a podcast. So I think he might have a Netflix special. I don't know. But having a super successful podcast is all he really could ask out of his stand-up career. There's really no logic in leaving a podcast on good terms to go be more broke and less successful. It's just
this is what I want to ask you from this one is, okay, so the claim is that she was not a social media person. Not a social media person. She develops.
She seems like she was a social media person.
Man, she seemed like a natural.
Yeah, more talented than him. Like I think they'll be okay. They just need to go ahead and let her take the lead.
The rip, she was phenomenal. But some of those like snippets and stuff were from her first times being on like social media and doing podcasts and stuff like that. But so,
which tells me they probably actually got a good vibe together, right?
But so are you as somebody who has a partner, your wife isn't on social media?
Not really. And it's actually interesting because my wife is actually extremely talented, extremely intelligent, beautiful, and funny. But she kind of hates people. So it works out so well. She does not like being perceived a lot. And so we if that doing more together, like early before like my stuff really started to get any type of momentum. There's some like probably if people looked hard enough could find some clips of us talking to each other, and we had a couples podcast once upon a time. But I was more. It's funny because I'm an introvert, she's an extrovert, but I don't like being in like real life with people. She loves that. She loves to entertain and game night, etc. And I'm like, the running joke is like 75% through game night, I'm gone. It's a wrap for me. And she's gonna stay the whole time. But the perception and engagement online, I'm much more comfortable with, and she hates it. So I can imagine having a wife who was really talented and like, you know, baby, you could do this. And she does, like, you know, she stopped working when FD Signifier took off. And so there's moments where she is like, I'm kind of bored. What am I doing next? What's happening for me? And we've ifed at it at times, but she knows that she would never want to be, what's Akasha's wife's name?
I don't even know her name, to be honest with you. Akasha's wife.
Akasha's wife. You know, it like she doesn't want to fuck up the bag in such a way.
Yeah, and see, that's what Jaslyn. So this is, and that we're more similar than we know, because we're in the same boat. Like sometimes I bring Danielle on here and she'll comment. I mean, she came in today to do the Spicy Bowl thing.
Similarly, funny, comedic timing,
great,
a vibe,
a vibe, all that stuff. The banter back and forth when we did the Cheyenne Bryant thing. You know, it's crazy. We have not talked so long. But when we did the Cheyenne Bryant thing, she was like a good little bit in the Cheyenne Bryant. She's always good. But if we have real conversation about like, all right, man, let's do like, you know, couples reactionary stuff. Nah.
Yeah.
I'm okay on that. I'll pop in every once in a while. If we want to rank the Love Island cast, I might do that. But as far as like being serious about it, not that I have a worry about her doing what Akasha's wife did, because again, you kind of pick your partner based off of knowing if they'll do something like that.
That should have been a conversation.
Hey, babe.
Like I do wonder. So like I'm not gonna take the red pill side, right? Because people talking about, oh, she had sex with another man before, and you know some of the other stuff like that. In isolation, none of the things she said or done would bother me. But it is like, okay, if you know I'm in this specific space of the internet, then you also know that doing that is going to create chaos and turmoil for the space I'm actually in. And so I did find myself wondering, why didn't they, like, did they talk, or did they just not know how the internet works?
Specifically, and you mentioned it, but that's also a place that I think they messed up. The type of commentary / podcasting that he does, he's not doing finance, right? He's not. So when you start to do commentary or podcasting or reactions based off of things that could bite you in the butt, relationship stuff,
Right.
you kind of got to keep your nose clean.
Yeah.
Politics, you kind of got to keep your nose clean. And not saying that humans don't, slip up, but there's definitely a way to avoid, I don't know, me saying years of, oh, my wife is so perfect, my wife is so great, she's so grand, all these things on a podcast. And then she coming on a podcast saying, man, it would be great if me
I had a threesome with you and your
and
husband.
hey, bestie, you get your husband in here and we'll just have a threesome. I've always been looking at him. That's avoidable.
If y'all have that, if you have that type of persona in your, I want to be clear. Goofy sex jokes do not bother me, right? And I can be a jealous lover, but like little stuff like that in my personal life is not like a thing. I'm like, baby, you try me. I'm not that dude. But for the sake of the internet, I'm gonna need my wife to not tweet about other niggas. Like, for the sake of the internet, for the sake of my career, it would be great if we could like talk about decorum and etiquette around certain things, so it doesn't throw off my probably well over 7 figures deal that I have with MAGA comedy guy.
Yeah.
What the hell's this dude's
Andrew
name?
Schultz.
Andrew Schultz. Maybe he left for that. Maybe the MAGA shit. Nah. He put the camera on me.
Yeah, no, that's not why. And when he came back, it just became so much. Also, the way that he just like addressed everything made it so much harder.
That's another thing. They shouldn't have addressed it. Because there's no, I mean, what was the address? Was it basically like, mind your business, that's my wife?
A couple of them were just like, hey, these are jokes. Let me give you like what I really mean. Because then she came on the podcast. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, yo. So at first he was addressing it. And then like, the Myrons of the world, the Abbott, they pick it up. So then the solution is, babe, I'll just come on. So she comes on and starts explaining what it means for this young Indian woman growing up in, I think, like California, means by hooking up. When she said, I hooked up with a lot of people. It didn't really make it better.
But I guess if you're like in that, again, red pill adjacent world, you have to explain. That's the worst. That makes it all worse.
That's what, and that is, again, when you talk about stuff of a certain, I don't. If I'm
Did he brag about her being a virgin or something?
That's what it was. So she's
that's so again, step one, we talking about patriarchy and misogyny. Like, I would never brag about marrying.
But again, when you have a podcast or whatever platform, and again, Walter from Fresh and Fit got caught in all this stuff. All these guys get caught in this. When you have your content based around this, when you see Jada and Will go through a situation, you're gonna have to give content about it. You're gonna have to say something about it, and it's gonna be of a certain type of.
It's gonna be reactionary.
It's gonna be reactionary. It's gonna, all this stuff. So now you're talking about, personally, my wife, thank God, has only been with one man. So we don't even know what these things are like. And then when she gets the opportunity, her jokey joke is, oh man,
look at all these men.
Look at all these men. To the tune of now she's having to get on the podcast and explain, oh, no. What you guys don't understand is, and this is a thing in Indian culture. They like to, they throw that, you won't understand.
You wouldn't understand.
You don't understand. My hookup means that I just hung out with a guy in his room, right? And we cuddle. These are some of the explanations. We kissed a little, right?
That's rough.
So now people have a little bit more ammo. Yeah. Real or not.
It really is a situation of patriarchy ruining shit. Like niggas think, I'm about to say the realest shit I've ever said about feminism. I'm a feminist for me. My feminism is selfish. Yeah. It's self-centered. Because I can live, as a male feminist, I can live a more fulfilling, less stressful life where I do not have to abide by nonsense that niggas that swear they're the realest niggas ever, you know, y'all enjoy that heart disease. Enjoy that stress. Enjoy working them hours trying to fulfill that role that wasn't designed for niggas in the first place. Y'all do that. I'm gonna just be a male feminist, and me and my wife are gonna have, you know, a good life without nonsense, where I don't have to explain her sexual history to the internet.
I just don't.
To score points with other niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird. Like patriarchy forces dudes to make
Performance.
the performance of that. It forces dudes to make what's the word I want to use? Like bad decisions that don't serve them. Like it forces them to make decisions that are innately detrimental to themselves in order to play a role that they like. There's certain niggas. I'm pretty sure we know like one or two dudes. With them dudes was naturally of that vibe, of that energy. Like they just alpha type dudes. They walk into a room, you understand that that's a dude that's just like, he's not performing, that's naturally him. Most dudes not like that. Right?
No.
Most dudes are not LeBron James.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where like genetically, psychologically, they're literally built different. Most dudes are normal people. And you should just be normal. And you will have way less stress trying to celebrate your wife's virginity. That's so fucking weird.
I don't get it, but now it's transitioned into, and this is where the Michael Keegan thing,
On the flip side,
where she's like dictating his career, with Akash, and the extreme side of that is apparently the rumors with, Keegan Michael Key, his wife, Jordan Peele, his wife, that whole dynamic and why they're split up.
And there's somebody else. Who am I forgetting? Who just made their husband? Somebody else just made their husband look real bad. Oh, we ain't gonna do this too much. What's the sister? That's not sister. White woman sports reporter that was in trouble.
Oh,
Mike
Mike
Vrabel.
Vrabel, but I can't remember that lady's name to save my life.
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel and that woman.
Yeah.
She named her son
Italian.
Diana
Rossini, and named her son after her sneaky link. That is scandalous. To name your son after the sneaky
Could have been
link.
after Michael Jackson.
Nah.
No.
Nah. If I'm gonna name my son a name, you can't ever have had sex with a man with that name. That's my most patriarchal rule.
That's it,
my
that's
most
it.
misogynistic thing is do not name my firstborn son after a nigga you fucked before at any time.
Do it, but don't name him. So this is the interesting thing about the whole like Keegan Michael Key thing. And this is also a part, I'm not saying that my partner has this personality, but you get to a point where she's not like the creator.
Mm-hmm.
She's not the creative. And now because of the way that you've like pedestalized this person, she's now making decisions for you, and about you and around you and all these other things like that. And again, all this to me is like a choose wisely type thing. Again, speculations.
Right.
This is
let's get away from choose wise a little bit. What are you attracted to? Right? And so for me, I couldn't imagine being attracted to a person where I could become their life like that. Does that make sense?
No, that's fair.
Like you want someone who has things that don't include you, that they're passionate about, that they're developing.
I'll say this, and I realized this through my friends and some others that I know. The cool guy thing is to make the world like revolve around you, even your business affairs.
Yeah.
So if she did have something going on, I became successful. I need you to put it down, and I need you to be a part of what I got going on. And on the come up, this is where it's so interesting. I think on the come up, it makes sense. Like,
right.
Say you dated someone and she was like into graphics, or she was like, you know what? I know you need thumbnails. I know you need editing. I'll learn how to do these things so that we can churn out your videos faster, or X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And I think in theory that
can work.
Okay.
Yeah.
But to be where, like you saying, you don't have anything else going on and you want to have like this much input, because it does, there's a threshold.
Yeah.
You edit here, but now you're okay. I want to get into
Now
the
you're a
writer's
decision
room.
maker.
Yeah, I want to get into the writer's
Because it's
room.
one thing like you just described. So like, you know, my wife, I talk to my wife about every major video, right? And she provides really good ideas, really good insight, you know, sounding board stuff on a regular basis. There's some part of the Tyler Perry video. Oh, the table. The whole table thing,
Yeah.
that was her idea. I said I wanted to burn it, but she was just like, you should have a table. You should do something with a table. And I was like, oh, what if I set it on fire? She's like, baby, no. So we had a debate about it, but it happened. But like that, like the table as a metaphor was her idea. I got that from her. So there's that when it's like we're meeting of the minds, because she has a background in theater. She has, you know, her degree in public administration, her master. She has so much to bring to the table to like collaborate. This is, I'm going to employ you, right? And then I'm going to put you in a job role for which you have no expertise, which is comedy writer, producer, director for Keegan-Michael Peele.
and give you credit
And give you credits and give you decision-making power.
Yeah, all that stuff like
Cut-
that.
Yeah, it's like I think you made a good point. A lot of this alpha male stuff is, you know, I've heard niggas say, I need a woman that's gonna get with my program. And it's like, your program may be ass. Let's just be real. Gentlemen, your program may be ass. Your program may be ass. Please evaluate whether or not your program is worthy of a woman getting down with, right? But in the event that you do have a program, if you're looking for a partner to get down with your program, it needs to be an evaluation that's more than submissive, pretty, you know, don't got nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be more dynamic than that, because your program may not last forever. That may not, like how we all raise children via the program, how we all build a household via the program. You know what I'm saying? Like how we all take care of ailing parents via the program. Like it's very, you said it's self-centered and kind of like narcissistic. And niggas be fake narcissists. Like real talk. Niggas be fake narcissists. Niggas don't really be narcissistic, or they wouldn't be so ass at like things and get in those types of situations. Like if you were a real narcissist, like you wouldn't have those problems. Abba's a fake narcissist. You wouldn't have this problem.
I do think it's like at some point though you kind of lose yourself, because what I don't understand about, I'll say this, I understand the concept of, hey, I need help doing this thing. We're in our shoebox apartment. I need help writing.
We're trying
this.
to come up.
Babe, what's this idea? We're gonna come up together.
Right, we're shooting in the gym.
Yeah, we're shooting in the gym. And one day the shots start just falling, right? When do you how do you get to this threshold of she's taking over? And then also, when do you reassert yourself? Because that's what is interesting in the Michael Keegan situation, is that like
he's literally falling off.
Yeah, like you're
in real time.
You're turning away from things. Good people that have done good to you, and we think that you could do bigger things with this person as a fan, you know, respectfully. But now this is hindering your ability to work with this person.
Right. He's doing State Farm commercials now.
not even trying to be funny.
Check.
Not even trying to be funny. Because I think we live in an era, in a world in which like the Key and Peele show would thrive in this social media. What's funny, I actually did some research. This is like before this, but I don't know if you know, Comedy Central and the Key and Peele TikTok, they rerun a lot of stuff, and it constantly gets views, millions upon millions of views to this day. So I say they can still be successful, but she's just in the way. So when do you go back and say, you know what, babe?
I mean, so
you know, a wife. Because Babe is like,
right.
I need to be
Death to Us Part is some real shit. It's like, you know, I don't know. I know dudes with not so great wives that have led them into, you know, failure, for lack of a better way of putting it. You know, I got a homeboy that's, you know, going through a divorce now. And like, I remember telling him before he got married,
that's not it.
I don't know if this is it. And, you know, it's funny. Like, I kind of watched him over time, like, diminish, you know what I'm saying, and get drugged down by the not greatness of his relationship. And he wasn't perfect. He's got a lot of things that he has to own up to in terms of like the failure of that marriage. But as the divorce has settled in, it's like, oh, I remember this dude. Like, I remember this particular guy that was my friend at a certain point, because like a marriage is marriage is hard in general. And it's not supposed to be easy or perfect. Marriage is like going to the gym. It's like a lifestyle that you adopt, not because you like enjoy it every moment of the day, but because maintaining that lifestyle is beneficial to you as a person. That's what marriage really is. All the other stuff is bonus. If y'all want to do, go on trips or start a business or make content. I had a joke, shout out to my wife, the joke she just said today. Like, how can you be poly and get divorced?
Just stop hanging with that one.
Right, like just stop. Just like
the other one.
Like if y'all poly, that means you can check out of your marriage and it's okay because you got a whole extra person. If you got divorced and use poly, you must have really not been feeling
Both people, the other people,
all of
hated
y'all
you.
get the fuck out.
All
of
of them, yeah.
So marriage is a lot of things. So when you have a dysfunction, but you value what that thing is, then you may not ever change that dynamic. Akash still with his wife, Key still with his wife.
So this is okay, and this is being transparent. It's like low key actively happening in my life. The answer though, as a person outside looking in, is just to separate.
So either you create the dynamic where this person exits out this aspect of your work, or if that's or you have to say either it's my job, career, dream, or my wife, partner, possibly mother of my children. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality. Unless y'all can figure it out, it's kind of the facts of the situation.
Well, let me be more clear. So we have a friend that is, you can see in the relationship that they're in, that person is changing. Because what's very understated is also the personality change that comes along with it. We talking about the career decisions, but the personality things to me are like more damning. Yeah. Because, you see a person who was bright, bubbly, fun, and all this stuff, and then now they have this person, and you are just a buzzkill to be around. To be honest, like just to keep it 100 with you. Yeah. So from our perspective, our answer has been to separate, but I don't know if that's the actual answer. Like, do we separate from this person and let that person just?
I think you, especially for men in particular, I don't know if this person is a male. For men, I like to at least keep a window open, but I'm also not a huge. I'm an introvert, so like my homeboys gotta reach out to me first usually. And then I'm like, yeah, I guess, somebody made a TikTok about ADHD where some people with ADHD, like they'll get around one of their favorite friends and it's like the greatest time ever. But literally once they leave, they forget that person exists. Yeah. And that's kind of me. Like, I'm not like, people will just call me a bad friend, but I'm just like, look, I just forgot that we were friends. Until you call.
Trust me, there's so much going on day to day.
Nothing personal. It's just all these things happening. And this is before YouTube. That was me with a normal ass job. So I said to say, I've always, when it comes to relationship, I've always told people to follow their id. So you got the id, the ego, the superego. All this is bullshit. I want to be clear before somebody comes to cancel me for quoting Sigmund Freud. Is it Freud? Is this Freud? I don't know. For quoting one of these old white people seriously. I'm not saying it seriously, but I do think this particular framing of it is useful for people in relationships. So the ego is like how you want to look to the world. The id is the thing you truly desire. And the super ego is supposedly like matching the two. And I always say when it comes to like love, you should really follow your id. You should follow your base desire and instinct on the thing. Because few things feel worse, and I'm sure you've experienced this, than feeling in the aftermath like a relationship, you didn't get everything out of it because you didn't try or you weren't honest with your feelings or you held back, etc. And so I say follow your id because that way, if it fails, no regrets.
Yeah, I did it all.
When it's done, it can really be done. I don't have to think about it too much in the aftermath. And so with people in bad relationships, unless it's like violent and volatile and like, damaging the children, whatever, I say figure that shit out until fight that fight until it's like clear that the fight is over. And then at that point, it is what it is. You'd be surprised how much time you have. Like your friend in question could be in this relationship for 6-7 years and it's fucking awful, but like y'all will be alive, and like you be surprised how quickly y'all can reset back into
what it was, the dynamic or whatever. Yeah, I try to tell. This is what people go through phases. This is the conversations that me and Daniel have. People go through phases. So like today, especially because it may be fresh or new, or it may be rehashed or whatever the case may be. In this phase, this person's probably gonna be a shitty person. No, just keep it at 100. This person's gonna be shitty. They're gonna prioritize this. They're not gonna prioritize you. But then in 10 years, 5 years, or whatever the case may be, script might get flipped. Now, with that also being said, as my mom would say, some of them people, because if you got 5 people doing it, 2 of them today might be terrible, but then turn it around later. 2 of them today might be great, and then later on they might be terrible. There's gonna be one person who's just gonna be terrible the whole time. Yeah, and that person, you try to wake up sooner than later,
right?
Because some of them, my mom's 65, she'll be 66 this year. Some of them, recent discoveries of just like, and not discoveries that this person is terrible, but just recent discoveries of like, I should have been cut you off.
Yeah. It's tough. That's why like emotional intelligence is really the name of the game. Is metacognition, meaning like not thinking about your thinking about your emotions. Why am I bothered by this? Why am I attracted to this person? Why am I ending up in these situations? Why is my response this and their response is that? Because one thing I wanted to say is that like change in all relationships is inevitable, especially in a marriage. A marriage is like a parallel line, but dark side. Right? Bring it back to nerd shit. If you ever watch Dark Side shoot the lasers, them shits go all over the place. But the bottom line is when your partner makes that weird turn, you either make that weird turn with them or that's it. Right? And so like it's natural, it's natural for 2 people to not be the same people they were when y'all met. The person you met, I met my wife in college, right? The woman I met in college is not the woman I married. But better, the woman I met in undergrad is not the woman I helped get through grad school. Mm-hmm. Let alone the woman I married a couple of years after that. Let alone the woman that I had children with, and now the woman that is helping, that has changed her entire career path because of my career path. And now we're also not just raising children, we're resting parents. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll be the parents being rested by our children. Yeah. And so like, I don't know who that person's going to be. I just have to have a dedication. I have to believe in my heart and be dedicated to the fact that whoever that person is, we're going to remain in parallel with each other. And so if you don't have any interest in that, and if you don't have a talent for it, some people don't, if you're a pickup artist, you may not have developed that skill set. Then I'm just being real. I'm being real. It pays to simp. You know what simps get? Longevity in their partnerships. Anyway.
Yeah.
I may not have had as much sex as other niggas at certain points in their lives, but I do got 2 beautiful children in the family. So I don't know. I think that added up.
When you get older, you won't be lonely.
Right. But yeah, so like emotional intelligence of being able to identify certain things in people that are genuinely valuable and not just valuable because the internet said it was or hip hop said it was. You know what I'm saying? And that's friends and partners. And I think that's the thing. With Key in particular, because they did Mad TV together. Key and Peele did Mad TV together. So it's like you mentioned, we living in the shoebox. We both trying to come up, but like that come up was all him, right? As far as we can tell, she wasn't writing no jokes. She wasn't wearing no wigs.
But she comes along around the time of Key and Peele, from my understanding.
So she comes along during. So he's already
on Mad TV. He's already known.
He's already successful in that regard before marrying her. So it's really weird. This reminds me of the worst possible situation is Bill Belichick and his 25-year-old girlfriend.
Is she 25?
I think she got to be 25 by now.
So you might be adding.
Are they still together?
I think so.
God, well, at least they've been together for a while. But like again, like this man was a whole multi-time Super Bowl champion, and this young lady. See, I'm doing good. This young lady had nothing to match that, other than youth and beauty. Why is this a thing? And now he's an ass coach and was an ass coach for his last 2 years in the league.
He's getting what he want though. So.
Like imagine winning 6 Super Bowls and you can't get a second job in the league. And you white. That means you was really ass on the low. If white people ain't willing to fuck with you after you've been successful, you gotta be really ass.
Yeah. I don't know. Speaking of choosing wisely, this would be the last thing.
It's just to the movies.
Absolutely. Apparently you ain't been choosing wisely.
Yeah. Well, no, I've been choosing movies that I'm supposed to like. I was supposed to like Is God Is. I was supposed to like not Sorry to Bother You, Boosters. You know what I'm saying? I did not.
Let me say this. So I think I saw a statistic. AMC had last month a record high in movie attendance since like 18, 19 or something like that, 20, some far back time.
Right. This is for the niggas, strictly for the niggas. This is for the niggas.
I want you to know you picked the wrong movies to actually go see. We both watch Is God Is though, so we can definitely.
Right. So I want to first, because we alluded to this last time we talked. Shout out to Black Cinema.
Yeah.
Shout out Ron Coogler and Sinners. Because Ron Coogler and Sinners, we get new Negro shit, opportunities, whatever. We can talk about flaws. We can talk about issues with the industry, and I got all these series. But in just terms of like being happy to see Black faces doing things on the screen, shout out them. Shout out all that. But yeah, like. I don't know which one. I think I liked Boosters less, weirdly. But Is God Is, to me, so Is God Is bothered me because I felt like the end, and it was weird. I assumed from the end that they must have changed the end because I know it was a play.
Yeah.
And I assumed that they changed the ending to the play to make it more palatable to a movie audience. And then I found out the play director actually directed the movie, which shout out to you, sis. That's dope. Like to be able to get your movie, not just to get your play made into a movie, but to be in a position to write and direct the movie version of your play is nobody gets. White dudes don't get to do that too often. That is a rare feat. So shout out to you for that. But I felt the plays. So like, imagine you're at a B tier HBCU.
Okay. Put a name on it.
Let me think. Did we do this? We did this last episode?
We did this the first time.
So like, you're not at like FAM or Howard or like Morgan. You're at like Savannah State. You know what I'm saying? Is Savannah State one of them?
Say Savannah State.
Is Savannah State one of them?
Say it's a B tier HBCU.
I'll start some HBCU beef. You're at TSU, right?
Wow.
And tell me Tennessee State is not B tier.
Okay.
With Tuskegee in the same state, right? So at Tennessee State, they got a really nice looking campus, probably.
Yo.
So it felt like a play from a second year Black Studies arts student made into a movie at Tennessee State University. like that really, really interesting, like talented young playwright. This their first or second shot at doing something. That's what it felt like. Because the movie tried to do a bunch of stuff. It had some really cool performances. It had some really cool moments. And then at the end, they just fight.
And they always try to throw you off, like, okay, we'll throw Sterling K. Brown in there, and then like
Make him
you'll enjoy
evil.
it. You'll enjoy it. Yeah, and he acted. I mean,
He was dope.
Sterling
Everybody
K.
was
Brown.
dope.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody's performance is amazing.
a lot of on the nose a tree. I call it.
How
on
did
the
you
nose
feel
a
about
tree.
because the Black Manosphere niggas was mad.
Oh, absolutely.
I actually was not bothered at all. I was actually, in fact, that was one of the things that I think was a flaw in the movie. The on the nose, what'd you say? That was
On the nose a tree.
on the nose tree was actually the problem. It was a not like if your movie's goal, from my perspective. Shout out to everybody that liked it. Shout out. I haven't read any or seen any Black women's responses to the film. I've seen some Black feminists have similar takes that I have. Actually.
Okay. We up.
The on a nose tree is actually a failure for the movie because it was Tyler Perry-esque. And so as a Black man,
Derogatory,
derogatory.
Derogatory.
I felt unchallenged by this movie's depiction of Black men. Does that make sense?
No. Because the reason why he left, or the reason why he, harmed the wife, was
He was just
He was
evil.
evil. Yeah, like he was just evil. Like he just did it just to do it.
And I'm like, oh, I'm not evil.
Yeah, I truly thought at some point we would. What did he say? The reason why he burned the mom? Because
She didn't embrace me. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, nigga, you just evil.
Yeah, give me something. Or he left the second Sinclair. I think that's Sinclair from Living Single.
Not Sinclair. Oh, Maxine.
Maxine, lawyer. Just left her.
Just left her. And his
he's
kid.
got a baby. Yeah,
It needed to cut out the one nigga tongue.
yeah. Just to cut
Nigga
out
was
the
just
one
evil.
nigga tongue. So I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I agree.
And I don't mind. I like an evil nigga in the movie. That shit is dope. We don't get enough evil niggas in the movies.
Yeah, but it's almost like it's again. I'm setting up for this more complex story.
Right.
The relationships are complex, and hey, you're seeking this thing from your father, but you're not. It's more quote unquote complex, and it's never really gonna make sense. But it's supposed to be more complex than this. But the complexity was just like, hey,
my daddy evil as
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
And that's the movie.
know.
And so we killed that nigga. Like I was willing to rock with the movie when I thought at the end. Let me ask you if you felt this. I thought they were gonna not kill him. I was waiting for her to come back to his house with the grandbaby, and it was like, oh, that's scary, powerful, real, whatever. But then they just beat the nigga to death. So I was like,
With the sock and a rock
with a
and all
sock
that.
and a rock.
I'll say this. I thought I don't even know how they could have really ended this in a way that would have been because then I could see how people would have been like, oh, so you just accepting this deadbeat, burned your mom, beat your mom type of character. So I kind of was
You wasn't.
I wasn't gonna feel it if they accepted him. I actually thought I don't know how you felt about this. So I can't remember the two sisters' name, but one of the daughters becomes the dad. That's
Yeah.
the thought process,
Yeah.
right? And I actually thought that was
I didn't like that either.
wow. I thought it was okay.
I didn't like
I
that.
thought it
Like,
was okay.
yeah, and this is what the one I think it's Feminista Jones. She didn't say a lot about this, so I'm projecting, but I know from what I gleaned from her on Threads is she wasn't a big fan of the movie, and I think that particular aspect probably was one of the things because. So let's compare this to Color Purple.
Okay.
Right? Manosphere niggas hate the Color Purple. Hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the niggas in Color Purple are evil as hell too. But the evil of the men in Color Purple is way more. There's a line between patriarchy and performance and power and misogyny, etc., that goes directly to their evilness.
Yeah.
And in that, as I watch that, I'm confronted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm confronted with how does this reflect anything I'm a part of? These niggas are evil as shit. I don't beat women. I don't do this and this. But like, there's a part of me that sees connectivity there. This nigga being just evil for no reason.
He need to work at Amazon warehouse and nothing like
Right,
that.
right. And then his daughter just seeing him be evil, like, you know what? That's cool. I'm evil too. Like, and it's like, well, wait, what about like engaging with that trauma a little bit more meaningfully? You know, it's very essentialist. You know what I'm saying? She just evil because her daddy evil.
Yeah, and it maybe the connections would have been there more if like, okay, I'm evil and I have these feelings because I was burned, but how did that impact you more as you grew up?
Right.
And then not having the dad impact you more as you grew up.
Like we
maybe
could have
that would
had
connected. I
if,
don't know.
If we'd had more time with them, like, you know what scene the first scene I hated was when the son from Maxine chased them with the motorcycle helmet. It's like, why are we doing this Jackie Chan scene in this movie? Like, they could have cut that, and we could have had more time developing their psyche at growing up. We could have had more time engaging with like them managing being physically scarred and then also emotionally scarred in all these ways. We let the mama kind of got off the hook a little bit. Like, she's
no,
like, hey,
not
I
a
left
little
y'all.
bit.
Now I want y'all to kill y'all daddy.
100,000%. And that's why it also didn't like land with me, because okay, you have all these emotions about your dad. Maybe again, if there was some fatherless jokes or something like that, it would have made more sense. But your mom left you too.
Yeah.
And that just kind of like skate through. They came in and you're just ready to do whatever for you. You're ready to do whatever.
Right.
For your mom.
And like that's powerful as a conceptually speaking. That is a thing that happens. That's an interesting story beat to engage with. Like, okay, you are an orphan. You have been abandoned by both your parents. Surely there's a world where one of your parents reaching out and you're willing to do anything to get that bond, but they don't like sit in it very long. It just happens and then they're moving to the next set piece. I hated Janelle Monáe. Like, please get better at dragging bougie niggas. That was such a bad, like, again, on the nosery. Like, you mean you spitting on people you never seen before? This little girl got a rock. and you and so like it's just, so everything was caricature. Everything was on the nose. And for me, it just, everything being on the nose just made it land with a thud. And it was kind of like fake deep to me.
Yeah, and that's okay. Then now that's, I think, actually the summation of how I felt about it. Because I think that the concept is a cool concept.
Yeah.
And there are ways to get deep about said concept. But even like the explanation from Sterling K. Brown, hey, yeah, she didn't embrace me. And oh yeah, I never threw y'all in the fire. She grabbed y'all. And it was kind of just,
all right.
Oh, I'm believing that. But for the one that was pregnant, I believe that, I guess. I mean, she did.
And
do
so
that.
that's why I think the alternate ending where she comes back with the grandbaby is, to me, that would be more insight, because trauma don't make sense. Yeah. Like, we're looking at, like, I'm expecting them to kill him the whole time as a person who does not have that type of trauma. But as a person who's been around that type of trauma, who's been a social worker with, I've seen trauma that is unfathomable, that leads to unfathomable family dynamics.
Yeah.
So that would have been an insightful, powerful thing to like reflect back to a Black audience of, look at the type of shit we're dealing with because of trauma, right? But then they just beat him to death, and then she kills the sister, and so that is,
I can resonate with what you're saying. Like we deal with the trauma. There's an explanation though, and the explanation is convoluted. It's made up. It's all these things. It's BS. But ultimately, there always is some sort of explanation. The only explanation that we got from any of the dynamics was, oh well, you know,
that nigga evil.
He's evil and she didn't embrace me. I didn't understand the dynamics of the attachment from the son of Maxine.
Right.
There should have been something there. I don't even think his name was Junior, which also was like that should have been like a clear thing. Yeah. I didn't understand like the whole like, oh well, you know, she grabbed y'all. And then it's like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. The mom situation. Yeah. Hey y'all. Hey, yeah, I did leave y'all and I'm just here. So I didn't necessarily like it.
It should have been. It's funny. Boots Riley should have directed that.
We should have switched.
I think if Boots Riley directs that, the on the noseness becomes, it crosses the line twice,
Yeah.
where it becomes farcical, where like we're still dealing with this traumatic stuff, but it's so like ridiculous and over the top that like I'm having normal people thoughts about their trauma, and it's not making sense to me. But if the things returned to 11 where it was so ridiculous, I would then disengage from my own critical like assessment of what was happening and just be in there with them.
That's the power of Tyler Perry.
You know,
No,
that's,
let me stop.
I mean, to an extent, like basically, if Tyler Perry was a more talented filmmaker, this is something he would make.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's really interesting in that regard because I can't like it was a very beautiful film. It's well directed. It was well acted. It's just the plot and the script were bad. So I hope she gets more opportunities to shake. How did the movie do? I guess, was it pretty successful?
I couldn't imagine. And not I mean, just
It was definitely the lesser of the new Negro spirituals that came out in the last couple of months. There's like Michael,
I'd be surprised if they show numbers.
Boosters, and I feel like I'm forgetting one.
Oh. 15 million for the budget, 5 million at the box.
That's tough.
I also
But he
felt
tried.
like it should have been a Apple TV movie for real.
I mean, it could have, but how do you market that? I don't know. The whole marketing in TV and what goes streaming and doesn't make any sense. So it's possible. It definitely
It gave that kind of vibe for a second to me. Like this is a Prime. I know it was produced by Amazon Studios, but this is Prime.
it could have went straight to prom. Yeah.
What was your gripe
What,
with Boosters?
Boosters was just kind of whack. Basically, I Love Boosters was Sorry to Bother You with black women and a less tight narrative and message. It had the exact same message of workers of the world unite.
Yeah.
It's the exact same message done worse. And so I kind of don't understand why he bothered to remake the movie. Like, cause he did I'm a Virgo a couple of years ago now. And I'm a Virgo also engages with that same plot, but it does it in such a, cause it's a series as opposed to a movie. So it does so many other things in the middle of it where I didn't think poorly about the fact that he's just going back to the same well. And then Sorry to Bother You was a perfect version of what it is. And so having seen Sorry to Bother You and having seen I'm a Virgo, having him be like, what if we did the same thing but wackier? It's like, what if you did something different but wackier? Like, what do you mean dialectical materialism is your parents fucking? Like, what is... like, he tries to... Like, they get a gun in the movie, and it's a dialectical materialism gun. And dialectical materialism is... I don't know how to explain it effectively, to be honest with you. I don't know how to explain it effectively. But I know it shouldn't turn into your... Like, it shouldn't turn people into fucking... Your parents fucking.
Yeah.
Like, it just got silly to the point of, like, are you doing a good job? Because his whole goal is Boots Riley's a Marxist, right? So he's part of the crew. There's a problem in that the family responsible for making the movie are legit Zionist evil overlords, the Ellisons. So that was like a big thing before the movie came out. It's like, wait, it's not like any part of Hollywood is unaffected by evil people and Zionist money and whatever. Like that's replete through Google. We got ties to the IDF or something somewhere, Planeteer, or some shit. So it's like there's some level of like much ado about nothing. No ethical consumption under capitalism, et cetera, et cetera. But when you work directly with the family, like it's one thing to say we live in a fucked up world. I'm just trying to make art, and I take it where I can get it. It's another thing like, what if Donald Trump gave me $50 million to make a movie? That's a little different. And then to have the movie, it's again great performances. A lot of really cool visuals, very clever, a lot of fun. I'll probably laugh more in this than I did in I'm a Virgo and Sorry to Bother You in terms of like full, like laughing out loud in the theater. But the narrative was just like the same exact message, and it's like worse. It's a worse version of the same message, you know? So people walked out the theater.
No, they did not.
Yeah. A
No,
lot
they
of
did
people
not.
walked out the theater. I was at iPick Theater in Peachtree, strictly for the niggas. This not Peachtree, off Peachtree.
No.
Strictly for the niggas. This is for the niggas, and niggas walked out the theater.
Because that's a mad expensive movie to.
You're right. iPick tickets is like $30. I don't know how much they are. They expensive. You ever been to iPick?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna just hate this movie.
Right.
I'm gonna hate.
But I'm not leaving. I ordered food.
Yeah.
I'm about to sit here and drink
Are
or
you
something.
serious?
Multiple people. The theater was half empty by the time the movie was over.
No, that's crazy.
That makes sense to me for normies, because I think a lot of normies went and saw the movie, right? Because Keke Palmer's in it. Keke Palmer's very normie. Normies like Keke Palmer.
very palatable.
Very palatable. It again, we're in this renaissance, this post-centers moment where I think a lot of Black folks are wanting to invest in our art and our media, but they didn't realize it was getting Boots Riley, and so 20 minutes in the movie, one of the funniest jokes is the girl holding her breath to make herself light skinned. For no reason, it is hilarious. There's all kinds of great set pieces. But Workers of the World Unite again. I just found it tedious.
Well, last things I want to I'm gonna make you a list, but I need to know what you want to see next. You need to go see. I saw Mortal Kombat last month,
right. I do need to see that.
and whoa, shocked me. We both of us went. She's familiar with Mortal Kombat, but not familiar with the lore and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Now we're watching the cutscenes
Oh wow!
on YouTube. No, it was great. Actual fatalities,
Like the real fatalities,
and I will leave.
like
it at
we're
that.
we're killing murder killing people.
And as a kid who grew up on Mortal Kombat, I was like, oh wow, this is. I
Because
didn't
they've
think
never
they were-
had that. We've had 4 Mortal Kombat movies.
Yeah.
now.
Never. Oh, the in the last one they did, it was a punch finish, a punch
Yeah.
or whatever the case. No.
No.
Real and not the fatalities that we grew up on too. Because I played Mortal Kombat on, 8-bit Mortal Kombat
Right,
when I was
right.
growing up. This is if you played it recently on Xbox or PlayStation.
Rip your arm off.
Brutality, yeah.
Stick it on a spear.
Yes.
Slap your head off with it.
Yes. Very enjoyable, very nostalgic, really good. And then Obsession, I know you've heard.
Yeah, I
of.
do need to see that.
Wow.
I heard that was like a relationship horror movie as well. We could have brought that back when we was talking about Akash and them.
I will say this about Obsession, and not gonna spoil, but I think that it's gonna change how people do YouTube over the next 2 years.
That's interesting because I've been thinking about because Obsession, and then there's another movie that's really Backrooms. So these are 2 movies because movies are ass right now. Like they can't make money if it's not a horror movie made for tweens or Avengers, and we'll see because they've been underperforming and falling off. If it's not one of those 2, it's not making any money. Was it Sasha Frankenstein, something Bride of Frankenstein?
Oh yeah, I know.
That was like an $80 million movie that made $15 at the box office. It's got to be like super auteur horror. There's Begonia. I really like that. That was ridiculous, but I enjoyed that. And so, not just Obsession, which is a YouTuber, and Backrooms, which may not be a YouTuber, but that's definitely like a social media YouTube thing. But then you have Weapons,
Yeah.
which was really good and really successful. And that's a guy that came from YouTube. Issa Rae and what's it called? These are all I do wonder, and YouTube is more watched now than any other screen. No other version of a screen is being watched more than YouTube is being watched by a wide margin. So there is gonna be some shifts just off the basis of where does the money reside?
There's
There's a reason why movie stars and actors are starting streaming.
There's another one, Iron Lung by Markiplier. I don't know if you know Markiplier.
Yeah, I do know Markiplier.
Yeah. So
How did his do?
$3 million budget, $51 million.
Yeah, see?
Crazy style. And I think,
So I can get my slave zombie movie made.
yeah, oh, for sure. But and he did it all himself. So like very proud of him. But we're in social media content creation, all that stuff. We're in fast. We're in fast mode.
Yeah.
For sure. And nobody's taking. I truly do think people are gonna say to themselves, if we just slow down even more, we can build a great catalog of stuff. And then these people are like looking to license this stuff or really just put money behind us.
Mm-hmm.
And it may take some time, but ultimately we're able to produce these pieces of work that is just so good. Obsession is really, really good. I don't know how else to really. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I don't like being scared, but I like a thrilling scare.
Oh, it's a thrilling scare for sure. But it's just I didn't even know it was made by somebody who was a YouTuber. But when I came out of it and then watched the sketch comedy, I was like, oh, all of it tracks.
It's funny how comedians are so good at horror.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
weird. Because the Weapons guy is also a comedian. And then
Yeah,
we
you
talk
gotta-
about Jordan Peele earlier.
In order to be funny, you got to be a little dark.
That's probably it. That's probably it.
And then I'm also gonna add to your list, which I'm gonna see it pretty much as soon as we get done. He-Man.
I'm struggling with him.
I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I think
You
it's gonna be fun. You're too worried about it being like
No. He-Man has always been ass.
that's not the point though.
No, but it is. And that's the thing that bothers me. There's a reason why we're just getting He-Man. Like we've been had Ninja Turtles, we've been had G.I. Joe, we've been had Transformers, we had Barbie.
Last Ninja Turtles was good too.
Right. Like we've had so much nostalgic stuff from my era. There's a reason why we haven't had He-Man. He-Man is legit ass.
I did watch the 80s. I think it's like the 80s remake or whatever with I think that's Dolph Ziggler or whatever.
Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was ass. It was ass.
But no, the original cartoon IP was also
Yeah,
ass.
no, I could also listen.
And so like I'm just wondering, like, is this I don't know. I just part of me is almost offended. Like we could have had a GoBots movie.
I need you to go listen. This is
I want the Kool-Aid Man movie from
Yo.
Ice Cube.
this is the ultimate goal. We have to show that these movies do good so that we get to a Thundercats movie.
Yeah,
Right.
like where is the Thundercats movie?
I feel like they tried the little animated series and stuff like that. But ultimately, and I'll let you know as soon as I get out of the theater. Yeah, I was wrong totally.
It does look entertaining.
It looks fun.
It's the key is you mentioned, you alluded to this in Mortal Kombat. The problem is when the people making the movie are ashamed of what the movie is about. They're ashamed of the IP. Because it's like, think of like the Fantastic Four from a couple of years ago that had
Michael B.
Them had Michael B in it.
Oh.
And it's like clearly this dude didn't want to make a Fantastic Four movie. He wanted to make a horror.
This is the one that Marvel told him you can make. Hey,
Right.
man, you make this.
You make this. He's like, all right, cool, but I'm gonna change all these things. And it's like, all right. And so like He-Man looks like it wants to be a He-Man movie.
Yeah.
So that does excite me. The problem is He-Man is ass. The He-Man lore story, everything about it is butt cheeks. And so I do not know if that's the right call. Like making Ninja Turtles serious and gritty is dumb. Making it the last one where, Ice Cube is playing a giant bug, that's amazing. So, Mortal Kombat with real fatalities, now I'm watching it. Mortal Kombat
The
with
last
like
one or
the
whatever?
last,
Oh,
it's
God.
like, here's this brand new character nobody's ever heard of.
Oh, God.
Like, okay, no, you don't understand. Why did you make this movie if you didn't care about the character, whatever? So, like, I don't know. We'll see. I'll take a crack at it. I'll wait for the approval or disapproval.
Oh yeah. I promise you, I'm gonna run it. You'll definitely like Mortal Kombat though. It is. I think that
Also, as people get mad at me, whether in the chat or in the comment section about movies, I have trash taste. Do not take my show your face. He's agreeing. Like this is just me. I like a lot of things people don't like, and I hate a lot of things people like. I'm not a contrarian by like on purpose, I guess just by nature. So like He-Man may be great. and I still may not like it because of some issue that I have inside me. It's not me, it's you. I'm sorry, it's not you.
It's not me, it's you. Yeah.
It's not you, it's me.
I just think it's gonna be. I would say Mortal Kombat is like pretty much cutscenes put together into a movie. But so, like you're saying though, I think it is like we're proud to be doing a Mortal Kombat movie.
Right.
I could tell whoever made the movie, like they played the game.
Yeah.
They watched the cutscenes again. They probably had the
They
text,
couldn't wait to do the thing.
They had the text tone, get over here, whatever.
Right.
So I'm hoping that that's the case for He-Man, only because, and again, I wasn't a huge He-Man rewatcher. Definitely thought
What
it
is
had-
He-Man's story?
I don't know.
Nobody, because it doesn't.
I tell you, Lionos though. I can tell you, but
Right.
I want them to get into the mode of like, if you're gonna go nostalgia,
Go it. Do it for real.
and whatever's even about to happen with this latest like Avatar, the last Airbender movie, I don't want the too deep. Like I watched this as a kid and liked it for this reason. I don't need you to go too far off the path if you're gonna try to nostalgia.
Don't make a movie. Don't make a kids movie for adults that reminds them that they're adults.
Yeah, like I want to have fun in the theater.
Yeah.
So-
I'm with you on that. Avatar is another example of a movie that, like, you can tell a movie or an IP is actually ass by the when you go to the convention and nobody's dressed as them.
Yeah.
And when you go to any convention, you don't see no Navi, barely. Even it was popping, you didn't see them barely. And you barely see any He-Man. And He-Man's not hard to do. It's just people. What was the story? Muscle dudes, muscle skeleton dude, low-key gay. And it's not even gay like in a do gay people fuck with He-Man? I don't even think it's really like gay like that for them. It's like gay pejorative. Like they don't even embrace their shit. So it's you know what I did? Like I did like it was gay with the girls. Honora, She-Ra, the remake.
What is this?
See, She-Ra did a remake on Netflix. I think it was Netflix. It might have been Hulu or Disney.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it.
It's Steven Universe adjacent.
Oh, okay. I did see something like this.
Yeah. Like, if they do that,
Oh,
the only thing that can save this movie in my mind is if it's actually really gay. And it's coming out in June. Oh.
Pride Month.
Hey.
Oh, so that's
Now I'm a little more interested.
You'll get 3 text messages between the 3. It's really ass. It's really good.
It's really
gay.
gay.
It's really gay. And then you'll know to watch. You'll know to watch.
If
at
it's
that
really
point.
gay, I think they might do something solid with it. I think that might work. If they try to make it cool and like real He-Man-y, if they don't understand that He-Man was actually ass, I don't know. I have so low hope for it. Yeah.
I'm going to get the popcorn bucket sword. So yeah, that's what we got.
Respectfully, I understand that. All right, any last minute basketball people that we missed? Because I know we jumped off this to get into. Okay, no, we good.
I think you're good on basketball. I think we're good on wives, and I think we're good on movies and movies to come.
Mid black movies is a blessing. That is Martin Luther King's dream. To be able to put out mediocre black media, because you think about it, like Sinners had to break records.
Yeah.
Black Panther had to break records. Spike Lee had to break records. So shout out to Boots Riley and the director of Is God Is for being like, this is our thing.
Yeah, I think that's fine too, because you go through all these black actors' resumes, and they've always got a movie on there that's like, what is this? And you go back and watch, you're like, oh wow, they say that this person's the greatest, and they was in this mess.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm cool.
So
with it.
shout out to everybody. Shout out to all of that. Good luck, whoever the next dude is, to make it through.
Shout out to everybody. We'll see you guys next
Peace,
time.
y'all.
Oh my goodness.
What time?
It is 6.
Okay, cool. Just in time. All right, I'm gonna run.